Hey, I'm Al from Dental Flash Videos, and this video we're going to show you quick and easy ways to lose weight. Okay, so this is probably my first non-car related video. In this video I'm going to share with you, my journey and how I lost 130 pounds of weight. I want to describe a process of how I got to be 130 pounds overweight. Let's not go there, but many years ago I found myself 130 pounds overweight, and it was a pretty unpleasant situation to be in. And over the course of a couple of years, I was able to get myself back to a normal weight without any surgery or any medication or going to a doctor, with some quick and easy methods. I like to share that with you. Most of my viewers are probably not overweight, so if that's you, if you're not overweight, I encourage you, if you know anybody who's overweight or struggling with obesity, please share this video with a loved one or a friend or somebody you know who's overweight. Let them give them my thoughts. Change is possible with faith, prayer, and determination. Anybody can overcome any obstacle, and weight loss is just another one of those situations where a little determination, you can succeed. Don't let anyone make you believe that you have to live as a fat person, you have to be miserable or unhealthy. That's just a lie. So let's get right off with it. Tip number one, the first very important thing if you want to lose weight is not diet. Okay, so a lot of people will tell you that dieting is very important, and you'll see there's a million diets out there. They call it a yo-yo diet, right? So you diet, you slow down your metabolism. This is a car channel, right? So there's a lot of people who like fast cars, right? So we know that like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, they use a lot of fuel. They're constantly using fuel. You got to pour fuel in them. Whereas something like a Toyota Prius, right, uses very little fuel, right? So a fat person, who's obese, actually the metabolism is really slow. So when you're fat, your metabolism is kind of like a Toyota Prius, right? So what's happening is the more you're dieting, right, and you're starving yourself, your body's going into starvation mode. You're becoming more like a Toyota Prius and less like a Lamborghini, right? What we want to do is you want to get your metabolism more like a Lamborghini. And let me just say this before I go any further into this video. I'm not a dietitian, right? I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a exercise guru. Okay, I'm just a regular guy. I'm just telling you what worked for me. I lost 130 pounds. I kept it off for several years. I've been very healthy. So it might work for you, right? If you're really obese, I would suggest you speak to a doctor. Anyway, so diets don't work, okay? So starving yourself is not the solution to the problem. So the first thing you need to do if you're really fat is actually eat more, right? But it's not how much you're eating that's the problem, right? A lot of people see a fat person, they go, oh, that person's really a fat slob, they're eating a lot, they have no self-control. That's not the situation at all. A lot of people who are overweight eat less than slender people, right? So the slender person has a fast metabolism. The heavy person has a very slow metabolism. So if they start to starve themselves, they're going to slow down their metabolism even more. So what's the solution to that situation? The solution is actually to eat more meals throughout the day. I recommend 5 or 6 meals, but smaller size meals. So so that's the idea, is you want to get your metabolism like a furnace that's burning, like a Lamborghini all day long, burning them up all day. So you want to get that fire going by eating more fuel, more food. The way number one is eat a lot of food all day in small meals, spaced throughout the day. A lot of people, they'll eat one giant meal at the end of the day. That's the worst thing you can do, because that's basically going to slow your metabolism down all day. And when you get that giant meal, it's going to convert a lot of it to fat, so you don't want to do that. So that's tip number one. Tip number two that I found worked for me, and I heard works for a lot of people too, is drink lots of water, okay? I carry around literally dozens of bottles of water with me every day. Now, a lot of people now are environmentally against, the little Poland Spring bottles of water. They like to carry around a gallon of water. Great. Either way, whatever works for you. Stay away from any soda, okay? Diet soda, a lot of people like to drink. I used to be addicted to it. There's something in that diet soda that makes you fat, okay? I don't know why. There's something with the sweetener or with there's something in there that just makes you fat. So stay away from that diet soda. Drink lots of water, as much water as you possibly drink. The more water, the better. Just drink water all day, as much as you can. If you could drink 24 bottles of water in a day, that's great. The more water you could drink, the faster you're going to lose weight. Just keep drinking water. Don't drink anything else. There's no reason to drink anything but water. Don't drink any juice, nothing. No beer, no light beer, no wine, water. Drink water as much as possible. You know what, at first, you're going to be like, you know what, drinking this water really sucks. I hate it. I miss whatever else I used to be drinking. You know what? After a little while, you'll be used to it, and you're going to be loving drinking water. You're going to be this, I feel so healthy, I'm enjoying it. Drink as much water as you can. Okay, tip number 3. This may be really tough when you're very fat, if you're really overweight, but regular and daily exercise is really important, okay? So when you get really heavy, it's tough to exercise because you just want to lay down. It's hard to get moving. Your body doesn't feel right. But the most important thing to do is to get out there and get moving, right? You don't have to join a fancy gym, right? If you're in a cold environment, if it's really cold out, yeah, join a gym because it's cold out. Or if it's raining a lot where you are, you want to get outside. Here, I got the best gym in the world right here. All you gotta do is get out and walk. That's it, right here. I got the best gym equipment in the world. Right there. I'm walking on my New Balance sneakers. Get yourself, if you're heavy, you want some good shoes, okay? Because your feet are gonna take a real beating if you're heavy, okay? So, if you're heavy, you don't want to go out jogging, okay? So you want to get on a stationary bicycle, right? That's really good for you, good for your joints. Or you want to go walking. And another thing is, don't go crazy at first, right? This is truly a lifelong transformation, right? And a lifestyle change, right? This is not, a sprint, right? So this is not something you're doing for one day, or 1 week. This is something you're doing for the rest of your life. In the beginning, I would recommend, if you're very heavy, start off with 10, 15 minutes a day, a little bit. But the main thing is be consistent with what you're doing, Consistency is the key when it comes to exercise. If you want to get fancy, if you find a low impact aerobics class, if you want to do some light weightlifting, that's good. Whatever works for you. Main thing is do some exercise and stick with the program and make it part of your life and just keep doing it and don't stop. Tip number 4 is don't eat refined processed foods. Okay, so you got to stay away from bread, pasta, cereal, any type of refined sugars, anything white, anything, that whole area of the grocery store, right? All that stuff is just toxic to you, right? Toxic. It's just, that stuff just basically turns to fat. So the whole stuff, cookies, cakes, ice cream, anything processed, right? What you want to be eating is raw foods, vegetables, meat, poultry, fish, eggs. You can eat as much of that stuff as you want. So get up in the morning, cook yourself like an egg white omelet. For lunch, have some chicken and vegetables. You can eat yogurt. Just take it from my personal experience. You're gonna feel a lot healthier when you start fueling your body with healthy, good stuff. Salmon, chicken, vegetables, all this type of stuff. When you start eating that stuff instead of junk, I used to be a big fan of McDonald's. I'm going to tell you something. There's only one thing that you can eat at McDonald's that's good for you, and that's a bottle of water. Everything else there is poison. So I'm not personally against people who work at McDonald's or own McDonald's. I'm not out to harm your business, but the bottom line is all the food there is garbage, and it'll kill you. Stay in the healthy section of the supermarket, the produce section, the meat section. There's plenty of good things to eat. I'm not going to get into depth of every single good thing you could eat. There's a lot of other videos out there. But tip number 4, stay away from processed, simple carbohydrates. Go to more complex carbohydrates like grains, beans, stuff like that, and eat, raw, natural foods. Okay, the final tip is that weight loss and being healthy is more about a lifestyle, right, than about a simple fix. Here I am. I'm taking some time to come down by the waterside. I have a lot of things I like to do that bring me pleasure in life. This is one of them. Enjoying nature. So stress reduction, right, is very important. Okay, if you're stressed out, that's one of the number one reasons why people get fat in the first place and stay fat, because they're stressed out. Okay, so stress is a killer, right? Stress makes you fat. So if you're overweight, manage your stress. Okay, so sometimes you may need some professional help, right, to deal with that, right, to figure out stress management techniques, right? But just think about stress as one of your enemies if you're overweight. And that's tip number 5, by the way, is stress reduction. So, anything you can do, one of the things we talked about in this video, exercise is a huge stress reducer. Eating healthy is going to help you reduction of stress. Losing weight is going to help you reduction of stress. But, your interpersonal relationships, how you manage your stress at work, how you manage your day-to-day routines, all these things are very important in reducing stress. Getting stress off of your shoulders, right, and taking some time every day to relax, decompress, enjoy life, be happy, appreciate all the things that are here for us on this planet. We're only here for a short time. Be happy. All this is going to help your body, right, get all that stress out. Now stress, right, will send, toxic hormones into your bloodstream that will tend to cause panic and create the absorption of fat onto your body, right? So you want to reduce stress. Reducing stress not only makes you more healthy, but it reduces fat in your body. So you want to lead a stress-free lifestyle. Okay, well listen, thanks for watching. I hope that some of my tips will help you to lose weight, and I hope that my story can help to inspire some people out there to lose weight. Many years ago, I was very fat, 130 pounds overweight. I remember, a turning point in my life was my young daughter wanted to play the Wii Fit, and I believe the weight limit on that machine is 330 pounds, and I was very excited to get on the Wii Fit and start to lose some weight, and experienced that with my young daughter. And I was too fat to actually get on the Wii Fit. And on that day, I forgot the year, it was a long time ago, but on that day, that's when I decided that I was going to change my life and lose some weight. I was actually about 40 pounds too fat for the Wii Fit. I was about 370 pounds at that day. So I had to lose 40 pounds to get on that Wii Fit. It took me a year to do that. So I remember the day that a year later I was able to get on the Wii Fit. It was kind of a happy day for me, and then I was using the Wii Fit to chart my weight loss over the succeeding couple years as I, went to lose an additional 100 pounds. It gave me a lot of satisfaction and pride. Losing the weight and getting myself back into shape gave me more pride than any race I've ever won on the drag strip or racetrack, and probably any accomplishment I've ever done in life, even though I've done so many things. So if I gave anybody any encouragement, that's probably even, something more meaningful to me than anything else. So if anybody has any questions about, weight loss or, how to get inspired to lose weight, feel free to post a comment below, and I'll answer any questions you have. And thanks for watching.